Bang.
We all the way live. It's your boy, Uncle Beats, and the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign.
Chill.
Who I got with me today?
Snap. Snap motherfucking G. You
Salute,
understand?
salute, salute, salute. Yeah, so you know, I I lied to you and said I wasn't really gonna get into your history right off. That I just was gonna ask you some questions, talk about stuff that you're reputable to entertain. So the first thing I want to ask you, what we gonna get out the way, is let everybody know where you're from. And you know, I'm from Chicago, but this ain't about me right now. I want to introduce the people to my homeboy because you've been behind the scenes of what I've been doing for years. Let them know where you're from. Give them a little history, man.
Well, Chicago, of course.
Okay.
Inglewood,
Okay.
57.
Okay. Now, when you say 57, because you know, I was talking to one of the older homies about this, and he said even though we lived on 55th Street, they called the whole set 57. So what do 57s could consist of actually?
I mean, that's the set. It don't matter. You can be down there on 59. You got to check in with the 7, man.
It's
That's the set, man. It don't
it
matter.
was all 57 still.
Anything from 55th to 59th was 57.
Right, right. From what blocks would you say all consisted, like going east and west? Like where did it start at?
You mean 57?
Yeah. The whole set, which what was your set is actually my set was my set too. Where did it start at though?
Well, our shit our shit started from Racine to California. That
Right,
was our land. Now we didn't cover all that land, but we covered majority of that land.
right.
Feel what I'm saying? So it started from Racine to California. That was our area.
55th
So
to 59th.
55th to 59th.
That's right. So, you know, you're a reputable Inglewood cat. Snap
Yes,
G,
sir.
people could look you up, find your
Born
music
and
everywhere.
raised.
Find your music everywhere. So this is what I want to just dive into. Then we get right back into you. Now I had some stuff coming up on the internet, right? And I just hate these dudes on the internet, man, because everybody just a gangster. It just really gets on my nerves. People saying what they would do and wouldn't do, and they
Bro,
never been in that position. You know, like when I was fighting that Fed case, I kind of understood some dudes who couldn't do life in prison. I just like, hey, you a sweet potato anyway, so I can see you acting like this. So I'm saying
yeah.
this to say, I've asked you about this before, and we didn't go into it because you didn't know that I was gonna finally start this podcast that you've been saying we need to do, right?
Right.
And he's finna be like he's finna be a host of this too, y'all. He just don't know this. Okay, so check this out. If you catch a case and you tell on somebody that's dead, is that snitching? I just want to know. Is that
Hey
snitching?
man,
What you think,
hey
man?
man, look here, man. Man, my
Is
motto
that
was
snitching, man?
always this. My motto was always this. Now I'm gonna break a couple of things down first.
Right?
Then I'm gonna come back to that. But all this shit is it's in the same circle. My
Okay.
motto was always this. This on that snitching shit, P.
Right?
I didn't been in prison 3 times.
Okay.
And each time, no, 2 of them times I had a rappy.
Do they call that a three-time loser?
Nah,
Nah, come on with it.
nah. This,
I
this,
just,
this ain't California.
I just, Go on with it.
But each time I had a rap, I mean, 2 times I had a rappy. The first time I didn't have a rappy.
Right.
But the 2 times I had a rappy,
Right.
it was for attempt murder. That was the first one.
Right.
And the second one was for vehicle hijack, kidnapping, and armed robbery.
Right.
That was the second one. That's 2. And each time I had a rappy. Now on the first one I had 1 rappy.
Okay.
On the second one, I had 3 rappies.
Right.
The 1 rappy, solid.
Right.
The 3 rappies, the one that hold on. The first rappy that I had was also on the second case with me too.
Right.
So that's and 2 more other rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the niggas wasn't solid.
Okay.
It was another nigga too.
Right.
He was like 75%
Okay.
type nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stood 10 toes down,
Right.
didn't say shit.
They
Wasn't
have a
gonna
few
say
people.
nothing.
They have a few people to do that nowadays.
Anyway, man, these niggas, I ain't gonna get into that.
Right.
But I'm just trying to say this to get back to what you asked me.
Right.
Man, don't put yourself in a predicament to where you're put in that predicament. You got to stay fuck free, especially if you not that type of nigga.
So you're telling me, what you're telling me is, if I ain't gonna lie, the situation that came up on me already, and I'm gonna tell you how I played it out. So now what you're telling me is, if you're giving them, if this is a person who's not alive, and you say he did, and you'll go ahead and say, hey, they just want to know who did it, and you say Joe Blow did it, he's deceased now, and they say, okay, well they gonna let you go home if you tell them Joe Blow did it. So you saying you would rather go take the murder charge and go do the time for the
Hey,
murder instead of taking?
also for real shit, you know what I'm saying? It just depends, bro. It depends.
What it depend on?
It just depends, man, on the situation. If
Okay,
I have to do some shit like that, even though my man's dead,
right.
you know what I'm saying? No, that's not considered snitching. It's not.
Well,
Because what you gonna do to him?
right. So why is
He's
everybody
almost why he at that point, he's untouchable. He's past the law. Feel what I'm saying?
right? He ain't. It's nothing they can do to him.
There's nothing they can do to him. So, but at the same time, it'd have to be real serious for me to do that.
Well,
It'd
it's
have to be some
always
real
serious if
serious.
they finna.
If it's just a little small shit that I'm gonna go do a few years on,
Hey
I
man,
probably won't do it, man. I probably won't
so
do it.
you'd rather go do a few years. I'm just saying you would rather go do a few years away from the ladies, away from your children, away from casinos or whatever it is you like to do, instead of putting the blame on a dead person.
For real, I'm telling you, bro. It had to be something serious for me to do that.
No,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just asking you. I know you are
There it
official,
is. There it
official
is.
thorough.
There it is.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, I know we never finna go on no licks or nothing because we're past that. But I've been knowing you my whole life. And if I had to use you as my scapegoat while you're up in heaven, you just gonna be used, dog. I just don't care.
Hey,
I
I won't know about it.
right. I just don't know how this. I just don't know how this makes sense to people. And
I,
again,
I won't. Hey, I won't come back and hunt you. You know what I'm saying? Standing
I
over you and shit while you
I
sleep to
would
my
think
nigga
I
while
would
you
be
telling
happy
me.
for you. Any of my friends got my permission. If I'm even nowhere around, blame it on me. If I'm going to heaven, blame it on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you who I snitched on, man. If this is snitching, if this is snitching, I'm a snitch. You hear me, little cuz? And little cuz was on the fair case with me, and I didn't tell him. This is snitching. This is snitching. If this is snitching, this is snitching. When my son died, right? We got the same name. So I'm trying to clean up my credit or whatever, whatever, right? So
Yeah.
the bill collector calling me, right? And he's like, yeah, because you owe, and I'm like, what? I owe you for what? So they're like, yeah, you owe me for something. I say, hey man, what y'all talking about? I never applied for this stuff. My son must have got it, right? So they figured it out, like, oh, okay. Boom, they took it off my credit. So I said, hey, I might well blame him for everything that's on my credit. so now, so now I get on Credit Karma. I'm disputing stuff, calling people. I say, hey, my son did this. You could go check his rap sheet. He got fraud all in his background. Hey, so 767 credit points later, am I wrong for that? Is
Got
that
you off, man.
is that snitching? Is that
No,
snitching?
hey, for real. Nah, I don't. I just told you earlier. I really don't consider that shit snitching because
Right,
this person is deceased. This person is gone. He passed the law. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Ain't shit the law can do to him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's
So
why I'm listening to these fools on the internet, man. I'm just like, what are they talking about? You know, it's just like it's just crazy to me. Wait, hold on. We got people in the comments, man. We got people riding with us. Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's Vinny Barbarino. Vinny out there. What you say, my boy Pat Wood checking in? He
Yes,
say
sir.
everybody know Biggie and Pac. I'm ready to stand. Yeah, man. I definitely I don't know, man. I definitely Rico V, what up, Deho? I definitely feel like the internet, man, is just ruining the world with all this dumb stuff that these
Man,
rappers are
bro.
saying is gangster, man. And it really ain't, you know. Now it's finna get real. I'm still on you, man. I'm still on you. Cause like I say, I know you're 100. I know you're official tissue. So
Shit.
yo, yo, your opinion should be respected by some, you know. So I want people to know what choices to make when if they ever was unfortunately to get into some predicaments you or I have been in, you know. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with the case with Young Thug and his crew.
Mm.
So
No, no, no. Hey, you know what? Young Thug threw me off with the dress and all that old goofy ass shit. So I really never got into that nigga, man, for real. When I see him, man, I feel creepy because I done seen you with a dress on and all this old extra shit that you be
right,
like that feminine shit, man. And it's hard for me to even
right.
look at dude like that,
I
for
remember one
real.
time I was watching him on an interview, right? And the people with the person interviewing it was like, so you know, with what you're wearing, like, what is that representing? Well, what is that you're wearing? He said, it's a dress. It's a girl's dress. I'm like, this dude is nuts, man. I'm like, the world is over, man. But what I wanted to what I wanted to ask you. So I'm seeing people that's on his case taking plea deals, and they're
Mm.
saying the people are snitching because they're taking a plea deal. They call it a state RICO charge for being a gang. So they like well now the dudes is admitting that they gang members. I watched this man on every single song that he have say he's a gang member. And then one of the dudes they said, so when you was in the car with Young Thug and y'all got pulled over and y'all had guns and drugs in the car, were they yours? And the dude said no. So tell me, did the dude snitch on him by not saying that the guns and stuff is his and saying
Hey,
that he
hey,
is a gang member?
run that back to me in a little short, smaller term.
They got pulled over
Okay,
and they was dirty. So now
all
when
right,
dude is playing out, they asked him, was that stuff in the car yours? And he said no. So everybody said he snitched on Young Thug because he said it wasn't his.
okay. See, that shit don't even sound right
What you mean?
because how the fuck is that snitching?
That's what they said. They
But if it's
said
your shit, you need to take your motherfucking weight. Now, if he not taking his weight,
right,
knowing young thug in the car with him, he not taking his weight, knowing it's his shit, but he saying it ain't his.
right,
And you know how they do? They'll split that shit up.
right. They'll
You feel what
split
I'm
it
saying?
up.
Now, if he on some shit like that, I ain't gonna say that's snitching, but that's some bitch ass shit that need you get
Right.
stabbed the fuck up for when we get to jail.
Yeah. Now to me, if it's dude stuff, he foul. He did Young Thug dirty. But if the
Dirty.
stuff was Young Thugs, take your weight, dude. Because to me, you worse than a snitch when you want somebody else to take your weight.
Right.
Like you
You a
chose to
slimy ass nigga, just like a snitch.
you worse than any snitch. Why should I sit in jail for what you did? You know what I'm saying? So if that's how it went, if that was Young Thug stuff, people crazy, but they're telling people that you're supposed to sit in jail trying to help other people, and it makes no sense. When I had that Fed case, now here I go. I won't talk to nobody. I won't talk to them at all. I'm like, well, oh, they want to talk to you. They want to make a statement. I make a statement about what? I don't know nothing. He said, that's what they want you to say, that you don't know nothing. They just want it on record, right? So I'm
Right.
like, nah, man, no, 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 no. So I'm in the jail. Me and my little cuz Dre, we on the same cell block and everything. So I'm like, man, I ain't saying nothing. So finally, my homie little, well, I hate saying people put names in, but I said my homie little Derek come in, and me and him get cool. So after a while, he's like, man, what's going on with your case? I'm like, man, I ain't talking about my case to nobody. Because he seen me come back from talking to my lawyer and I had a good attitude about it. I say, man, they want me to make a statement saying I don't know nothing. He said, oh, so you say that, then you can go home? I say, yeah. He said, oh man, I thought you were smart. You probably the dumbest nigga in the jail. And I'm like, what? So you're gonna sit in here and probably go to the penitentiary because you don't want to say nothing. I said, oh man, that's against the code, man. I'm from 57, man. We don't say nothing. He like, yeah, y'all stupid. And I'm like, what? I called my lawyer the next day. He sets up a bond hearing. They let me out. I sat in there for 7 months though, dog. Just saying, oh, I ain't finna say nothing. No, no, no. I ain't talking. I ain't doing. I ain't no, no, no. When my lawyer is telling me, hey man, all you gotta do is say this. My mama telling me, yeah, I'm like, no, I ain't got nothing to say. And it's like, I was a younger guy then, but I just feel like people get so caught up in what they think the streets is, and they don't be knowing what the streets is, man. Like,
Man, they get
that's
put in
how I
them
feel.
predicaments. They get put in them predicaments and they fold like lawn chairs, man.
They
You know
folk
what I'm
like
saying?
line chairs, man.
Real talk. But
Yeah,
I mean, you 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 got grimy ass niggas out here like that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you the type of nigga who you say you is, poke his ass up when y'all go to jail.
Right.
Cause I still couldn't see myself going back and forth with no nigga talking about nigga, you know that's your shit, nigga. Take it, hey officer, man, man, that's dude shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see
Right.
that.
You ain't lying,
And
man, because you're not lying. One time
till
I got pulled over with some of my guys, right?
Vincino,
Some of my guys around Winchester, right? So we get pulled over, and the police like, hey, you got anything in the car you shouldn't have? I ain't got nothing. He like, oh, well, let me search the car. Like, what you got to search the car for, man? I told you I ain't got nothing. He like, we going to search it anyway. So he searched it. Somebody in the car dirty. They find like, it was just weed. But, back then, they used to trip off weed. So he put it on the trunk. Like, whose is this? Now, as you know, and everybody else know, I don't even smoke weed. So
right?
they throw the weed up, and they like, whose is it? So everybody like, oh, well, it ain't mine. So I tell the police, I say, well, go on and book me for that murder. And they're like, what murder? I say, because I'm finna kill one of these niggas. Because they know damn well it ain't mine. And I never forget, God rest his soul, my homie E like, well, it's mine then. And Ray, I like, yeah, somebody better. And the police like, hey, if I was you, I would not have these MFers in the car with me. And I said, guess what? These MFers can walk back to wherever they going to. I'm with you. I went out west and laid up with my baby mama after that, man. But it's just like, I
Well,
don't know,
niggas,
man.
man.
Everybody just want to be gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? In the black culture, that's a cancer that's in the black culture.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be gangster.
right,
Every little kid growing up, and then nowadays it's real crazy now because motherfuckers it's just crazy now with this internet shit
right,
and the way motherfuckers dress, how a lot of shit is accepted
right,
now that wasn't accepted back then.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy that your kids got to grow up in this shit. Like
right.
my son, if I ever hear that nigga hollering GD or anything, I'm gonna choke him out.
Why though?
I'm choking him out.
Why though?
Why?
Yeah,
Because I'm chief.
right,
I'm chief.
right,
I'm the motherfucking man you honor. See, I didn't have no daddy like that. So
right,
Larry Hoover psychologically was my old man.
right.
That's what I called him.
So you guys gonna throw Larry under the
But he
bus?
got a daddy,
You gonna throw
and I'm
Larry
gonna
under
be
the?
his old man, not Larry.
Hold on. Are you gonna throw Larry under the bus? Because I don't want to be
No,
part of
no,
that.
no,
No,
no, no.
I'm just
Fuck is
messing
you
with you,
talking
man.
about, man?
I don't want to be out
Man, cut it
silly.
out. Cut it out.
Finish coming
Cut it
with it,
out,
though.
man.
Finish
Never.
coming with it. Because what you're
Like
saying,
what I'm telling you, listen,
it
listen, G. What I'm telling
changed
you
my life.
is Larry is like an old man to me, not
Right,
to my son. He got his
right,
daddy. Feel what I'm
right,
saying? I'm his old
right,
man.
right,
Feel what I'm talking about? So that's how I'm
right.
looking at that shit. Nah, nigga, you ain't GD nothing.
Hey, let me tell you something, though. Not to say that I was affiliated with any street tribe, as the chairman Fred like to say. But I had my daddy around me my whole life, in at home every day, and I believed in growth and development. What was being taught and brought to us, But it's like I never put anyone at the level where I would have my daddy.
Right,
If you understand what I'm saying, it's like
right,
it's almost like like religion, right? My daddy and mama believed in what they believed in. I believed in what I believed in.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like having the father at home, as you know, didn't stop me from being on the hood side of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to hear you say that, to hear you say that, I gotta ask you, even though I don't want to make this about me. So when I was running with y'all, you knew I had my dad. How did you look at that situation? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't look at it. It's
I'm just saying,
you got your dad.
did you look like how's he look okay, so back then your mind wasn't thinking like, why is this fool
No,
looking up to that guy when he got his dad there?
nah, my man wasn't thinking like that. My man was on straight go, on straight offense. I
Okay,
wasn't
well
even
I'm
thinking
finna hit
about
you.
defense.
I'm finna hit you with one, right? I'm finna hit you with one, right? Since you want to bring this gang stuff into it, okay? I'm gonna
It
hit you with one.
wasn't.
I'm gonna hit you with one, right? Because I wasn't gonna do this. I even told Turo I wasn't gonna do this type of stuff, right? But I'm finna do this, right? If you such the G and all you dudes on 57th, how come when I was at a meeting with y'all and a dude bust out, you was telling us we was talking about the same man, and a dude bust out and said, F him, he ain't nothing.
Man, your ass tweaking.
we,
And you gonna bring us some shit when we
we in the
was
whole
8, 9,
session, man,
10
to
years
do
old, nigga.
what you say.
You bringing us some shit when we was 8, 9, and 10 motherfucking years old, nigga.
It still was funny. Hey man, I see Jelly Roll is in the comments.
Jay
And
Wheeler.
Keith. We got Young Wick in there. All these guys, man. Nah, yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
on here having fun with my dog, man, cause I just feel like what you just said. See, you answered an important question if people pay attention. Like you said, you wasn't even thinking like that back then. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you know what to tell your son or tell my son. Like, are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your gang over here where we at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people just need more of that. Let me
Hey,
shift to something else for you though. I need you to answer this. How do they treat people that got mental health problems? And like the crazy dude I was talking about, the screen out of that meme. How do they treat them when they're like in the penitentiary? Like, are they really trying to help people that just really got a mental problem? You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nah. You in the penitentiary, man. You among thieves.
Right,
So motherfucker gonna take advantage of dude. If he ain't got no good motherfucker that's looking out for his well being,
right.
he out there with the wolves. Just
I
say a mentally challenged person was on my deck,
right.
and his peoples was sending him money, making sure he was straight. He had a lot of
So
shit.
they'll
Like,
put a mentally challenged
he
person
too,
with the regular people.
huh? Yeah,
They'll put somebody that ain't rap type
no
with the
matter where
regular
they put
people.
him, no matter they can put him on the honor dorm. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? There's only two places they can put you: general population, PC, or the honor dorm.
right,
Now, if he's mentally challenged like that, they probably put him in like a protective custody. But you also got other people in that protective custody.
right, right,
See what I'm saying? So he's still going to be around people that's going to take advantage of him. If he don't have somebody that's genuine with him looking out for him, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker like me, you know what I'm talking about? Because
right.
I ain't on that. I
So
did
what
some
I'm
stupid
saying,
shit in jail, but I wasn't taking advantage of motherfuckers.
what I'm saying though, do they have like programs or anything to help them?
Hell no. Nah.
Wow.
On some for real shit, back when I first went to prison, they was giving their ass Thorazine. They was shooting Thorazine in their ass or giving them
Right.
Cinequan.
Right.
And that shit was making them worse. Like Beto.
Right.
Beto locked up for a murder. You know what I'm saying? He 57 in Polina.
Right.
That was on one of BC Rappies.
Okay.
On that M that BC caught back in '91.
Right.
But Beto, shit, he motherfucker like he was already kind of shaky with it when he was on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But after he got locked up, they say that man, shit, he lost it, and them folks was feeding him that shit. They shooting, you know what I'm saying, giving that nigga
Right.
Thorazine and shit.
Okay. Let me ask you this. This I don't even think you know this. Now, have you seen in the news the dude Darrell Brooks that drove over them people in that parade in Wisconsin?
The drill who?
Darrell Brooks. He rode over like 70 some people. I think he killed like 30 people or more. He got into a fight with his girl. Then he left and they was having a Christmas Day parade and he just
Uh-huh.
mauled a bunch of people in his car. Represented himself in court. I think they gave him like
You talking about that light skinned, crazy looking ass nigga?
the light skinned crazy looking dude. So you kind of familiar with it.
Yeah.
Now check this out. That was my good dude, man. He was down in Peoria in the studio, everything. Well, actually, one of my ex-girlfriend's sister, they was dealing with each other or something. And every time I went to Milwaukee, I got up with him. He looked out for me. Nicest guy ever, right? Nicest guy ever. So I'm watching this trial, following this trial. I just can't believe it. It's like what was in him that made him snap out like that. This dude was a nice guy. And I just like, but he's been to jail before. I even seen him on like they pulled up a little old show of him where they was like talking to people how they helping them in jail. So now he did that. They finna put him like right in regular pop. They said he not crazy. They put him in regular population, whatever, ain't helping them. So it's like he never getting out. But how many people are like
Man,
that?
I can tell he representing this motherfucker's self.
that's a that's
And
another
that's the
subject.
number one. I mean, yeah, you can do it. You're allowed to do it, but
Yeah.
the judge ain't, they laughing at your dumb ass.
Listen, that's another subject. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna cover that too. But what I'm saying is, who fault is it? Is it really his fault? Or is it society fault for never helping this man if he got these problems?
Uh, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's society fault, but see, that's our problem now. Like, man, you
Right.
got to think about it, bro. We gonna have people like that.
Okay.
We just gonna have people like that. It ain't gonna never stop. As long as people exist, you gonna always have a motherfucker that go left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always. Now, and then that's the typical shit because it mostly be the nice motherfuckers, well-mannered motherfuckers.
Right. But see,
You know what
check
I'm
this
saying?
out. Check this out. Oh, a month before he did this incident, him and the girl got into it, and he tried to run her over by himself, and they got him right back out of jail. They let him right back
That's
out of
crazy.
jail.
Hey, bro, that shit. Hey,
That's something, ain't it, man?
I don't know. You got me on that one. How
Yeah,
many people he mauled?
man, I don't even know the number, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy
Did he
number.
whack
Like
all of them? He killed them all?
he killed a lot of people, man. He killed a lot of people. But like I say, nice dude though, man. Good dude. It just hurts me every time I see it because I'm like, something had to be off there for him to do that. You know, he was a nice little rapper. Some had to be off for him to do that. But what you was just saying about representing yourself, it's a dude in Peoria that just beat a murder case representing itself
Hey,
a couple months
now
ago.
listen, Peoria,
Right,
we have the same judicial system.
right,
Feel what I'm saying? The state of motherfucking Illinois.
right.
That's the first time. But you know, it's always the first time for everything. Because remember, we had Barack Obama too.
Oh my goodness. We don't make
I'm just
don't
saying.
make me touch the politics right now, please. Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just saying though. I ain't fuck some politics, bro. Fuck. I just threw that out there
Right.
just to let you know that there's a first time for everything. Now that's the first time I ever heard a motherfucker beating a case. Period. Whether if it
Right.
was a motherfucker petty theft, you go in there trying to motherfucker represent yourself, man, them folks gonna book you. I done seen it done.
Right. Right. Okay.
I done seen that shit done.
Let me ask you this, because I know you're spiritual and know about religion and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
What you think about what Kanye West is saying? You think it's any do it make any sense for how he coming out with it? What you think about that?
I actually, man, when Ye first came out,
Right.
I was proud to see a motherfucker from Chicago getting this type of shine. I
Right.
didn't know what type of person he was. I just seen him on that through the wire video.
Right.
Um, I was a little proud, like, yeah, this nigga hard, man. This shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to start seeing that dude is a motherfucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Man, bro, am I lying?
I ain't gonna lie, man. This is how I feel about dude, and I get into the story later when I'm talking to Chairman Fred. But I literally seen Chairman Fred tell this man he need to say something about what's going on and Katrina with Katrina. And the man, the only one that spoke up on it on a national level. And I was like, whoa, I got a lot of respect for dude.
He's still
So,
a weirdo though, man. He's weird.
but hold on. Even when he snatched the mic, snatched the award from the girl, and said, um, Beyonce is better than her, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, he barking up a terrible tree. But this latest thing he said to me got a lot of merit to it. But the one thing he did I don't like, because let's not forget, this the same dude that worked his way all the way into the White House and said, hey, Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, all them need to be free. You know what I'm saying? So whatever antics he did, it got him to the ears that could make something happen if they want to make it happen. But
Yeah.
this is what he did that I don't like about his latest thing. He went and put that White Lives Matter stuff up first. Like he's telling them, I'm not talking about y'all, just so y'all know. He was like, that to me, that's where he lost me at with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you did it from a safe place. Like we know who the elephant is in the room.
Why?
So the other people he talking about, yeah, they got the money, but they don't have the power. And me and you know, some of the biggest gang leaders in the neighborhood didn't have a dime, but they can make something happen.
They
They
can
didn't
make
have a
something happen.
dime, not even a car, most of them, but they can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just be, it just trips me out, man. How people just don't like what's real. It's like real, fake is really the new real, dog. And it's like I'm so proud of you, cause like somewhere you woke up and smelled the coffee before I did. That a lot of this stuff is just smoke and mirrors and people is crazy and it's really no loyalty there and just different things. You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, people is something else, man. People is something
Man, yeah.
else. People is something else.
But
But
I mean, like for real though, bro. All I want to go back to that situation that what you said about the snitching shit, right? I don't want to
right.
switch subjects, but I just want to
Nah,
say
go
something.
ahead.
I didn't want to say this, but I smoke a lot of weed and I forgot. Now that shit popped back up. But
That's what that Reggie do to you, G.
yeah. 31 Reggie Miller pack. Got 31 on the pack. But look though, don't put yourself in predicaments to where
Right,
you're put in that position to do so.
right,
Feel what I'm saying?
right,
Like, I'm not trying to even be in them predicaments no more.
right. I get it.
Like the club shit. Now, you know, I don't even like clubbing. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because I know something gonna pop. That's just the back
right,
of my mind. I know something gonna pop. Niggas tell me, no, G, it's good, it's good. It turned out to be good. Feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? But at the same time, only time I even go in a club, nigga, is with your motherfucking ass. You see, I ain't got no other choice.
Hey, as little do people know, I hate being in the club.
You know what I'm saying? And I just, because you got to understand, man, all the niggas you see on the internet running around talking, you know what I'm saying that all this tough ass shit, showing they motherfucking burners.
Right,
These the niggas you gonna find in the club.
right,
Same niggas.
yeah,
So I don't want to be around that goofy ass shit. And
yeah,
it's just not the fact that a motherfucker scared or anything, because definitely not, I don't want nothing to happen to me. But man, that shit goofy to the motherfucker. Man, sit y'all goofy ass down. You will sit
yeah,
here, you will sit here and flash 100 racks. Yeah, nigga, big bands, nigga carrying them. But you willing to knock a motherfucker off and blow all that shit.
yeah.
It don't make
And
no sense, man.
we know so many people that done that foolishness. I'd be like, why would he throw it all away? You know, it's like ain't nobody finna make me jack off my retirement in the Dominican. It just ain't finna happen, man. But people throw it away. Oh, let's
what they call you down there?
and Dominican, I'm big homie.
Big
Super
homie.
Australia. That's a star in that's a star in Spanish. Super Australia. You know, for my big homie record.
Hey man, hey, you know what though? You been there.
Right.
Dominicans, man, they don't think they black, bro. And they be like, they looking like me and you.
Let me tell you something. From this is just from me going places. Nobody respects the American black people. They don't. Like I was going in a club in Jamaica and they had a sign up with the illustration. I'm gonna have to find it. I think my brother-in-law got a picture of it. They had it on the wall. They said, "Don't come in here sagging. That's what them dumb American Negroes do. That's a sign for in prison to let other inmates know that they can have them. They had a picture
Damn.
of what they. Yeah, they just feel like we're so disrespectful. Like they don't call each other niggas and stuff out the country. Like I was in not Haiti. What's the other one? Belize. And I'm paying attention to every time he sees one of his friends. They're like, "What's up, killer? Oh, you killed." That's what they all calling each other. And I was like, man, y'all don't call each other niggas, huh? He's like, no, who only a fool would do that. So it's like I don't even think that it's them not thinking they black. It's just they take more pride. So they looking at y'all like,
Nah, bro. I'm talking about
oh,
them motherfuckers. If you got some of them motherfuckers that disassociate themselves
well,
with
let me tell you why. Because they got a whole different type of racism over there. They got they got Mr. Charlie number one, flat out. You know, he's superior all around the world to fools.
right
But Dominicans think they're better than Haitians.
Haitians.
They think they're better than Haitians, man. It's like I've never seen nothing like it. Like they just arrest Haitians for nothing. They I done been with people, they run up and grab on people from America and like, hey man, let me go. They're like, oh, you American. They want to just take them to jail for being a Haitian. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole different type of racism going on over there, man, for real. And that's real.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That shit is
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
let's shout out the dudes in the comments, man. We got a bunch of them. I really can't even see them. We gonna have to
Yeah,
get y'all
man.
later, man. We love y'all though, man. This uh this dude here, me and him finna get something major going. So
Boop.
y'all just stay
Let's
still.
get it
Hood
cracking, man.
hierarchy. All you dudes that is something in the hood or was something in the hood, hit us up, man. I love to get y'all on here and we chop it up with you. But y'all gonna hear much more from me and my homie Snap G. We out of here. What's the hood, Snap? Ingle what?
Eagle motherfucking Wood.
Inglewood, baby.
E-Dub.